It's our first Tuesday since the release of Seasons of the Wormhole Part 1 here on PC. Let's see if the vendors have anything new today. We're starting in the Scholarium. First up, Bound Affix Script Intellect and Endurance. Adds Intellect and Endurance buffs increasing Magicka and Stamina recovery. Bound Focus Script Pull. Adds a pull. Bound Signature Script Anchorites Potency. Adds a Consumed Soul Gem to grant ultimate effect. Looks like that's it. Let's head over to the Telvar Merchant. We're now in the Imperial Sewers. Let's see what the Telvar Merchant has. First up, we have Green Shade treasure maps. You guys know that I typically don't recommend treasure maps, especially at 6,000 Telvar a piece. But Green Shade brings us Beekeeper's Gear, Shadow Queen's Raiment, and Wilder Queen's Arch. There's also a chance to get leads for Ancestral High Elf daggers or shoulders. Alright, Bound Affix Script Mangle adds Mangle, a debuff reducing max health. Bound Focus Script Poison Damage adds poison damage. Bound Focus Script Restore Resources adds resource restoration. And Bound Signature Script Knight's Valor adds improved use of bash or blocking. Our jewelry, we have Curse Eating Necklace and Ring. I believe those are still used in PvP. And then Night Slayer Necklace and Ring. Our leads, we have Bull's Head Gallery Rail. This is for Belharza's band and drops from any Deadlands daily. Next up, we have Torque Strand of Lore. This is for the Torque of Tonal Constancy and can be found from any world boss in Alakir. I don't think either one of these is super difficult. You probably won't find a whole lot of people running world bosses in the Deadlands these days, but you can still do delves and such. And then lastly, we have Twin Slash's Lilac Purple, which can be purchased for 20 keys from Madge at the Undaunted Enclave. Let's head over to Infinite Archive. And let's see what Filer Ul has.
I had to use magic.
First up, we have the book A Report on the Dusk Sabers. This one drops out of Infinite Archive, but the eidetic memory comes from Telvanni Peninsula. If you're not sure how that works, check out the link in the description. Next up, Archival Enigmas. Consume 20 Archival Enigmas to unlock the Veteran of the Infinite achievement and the Veteran of the Infinite face art. Here is the Veteran of the Infinite face art. Since you need 20 of these to get the face art at 3,000 archival fortunes apiece, I do think this is overpriced, and you are guaranteed to eventually get this if you just do your daily. So that is my suggestion. All right, next up, we have Northern Elsewhere treasure maps. Again, I'm not going to recommend this one either, but Northern Elsewhere does give us Call of the Undertaker, Crafty Elfique, and Vesture of Darlek Bray, as well as potential for 4 different book furnishings if the character that digs up the map has learned the eidetic memory of those 4 books. Moving on, we have Blueprint Breton Stool Padded. On PCNA, this runs from about 12,000 to 19,000 gold. I don't think this one's a great one. It's not that many archival fortunes, but it's not my favorite of the purple patterns that we have seen here for sure. Scripts, we have Bound Affix Script Enervation, adds Enervation, a debuff reducing critical damage. Bound Focus Script Dispel, adds a Dispel. Bound Focus Script Trauma, adds Healing Absorption effect. And Bound Signature Script Growing Impact, adds Enhanced Buff and Debuff application. Our style page this week is Engine Guardian Shoulder. You can buy these for keys during the time frame when the associated mask style page drops. I don't usually recommend these. I'd rather see you get the masks, which have a horrible drop rate. So I would rather see you save up for the mask and just grab the shoulder when it comes up. But if you need it and you're trying to complete your collection, it is available for 15,000 archival fortunes. Next up, companion equipment weapons. These are bound when you buy them, unlike when you farm them. And you're at the mercy of RNG for what trait you get. This isn't my favorite. If you want to, they're here for 5,000 archival fortunes, but it's not a recommendation I make. Inscribed Shard. For 50 of these, you can create a replica Zenithar Addendum Gate. They run about 4,000 to 5,000 a piece on PCNA if you get them from the guild traders. 50 is a lot. 50 is a lot. And they're only 1,000 archival fortunes. I wouldn't buy all 50 this way, but if you're only missing a couple, it's not horrible. They did improve the drop rate of all of the public dungeon fragments. However, 50 is a lot. That's all I have to say. These, of course, drop from Zenithar's Abbey, which is in Blackwood, if you wanted to go farm some. All right, next up, our leads. We have Lustrous Prong Clasps. This is for Fawn's Lark Cladding and drops from wood nodes in either Galen or High Isle. Next lead is Shadowy Creatia Stitching. This is part of the Shadow Queen's Cowl and drops from the Westwheel Delve Haldane Lumber Camp. I don't think either one of these is particularly difficult to get. I felt like the Shadowy Creatia Stitching took a little bit longer for me, but not by much. I would probably just farm those. Next, we have another pattern. This is Praxis Apocrypha Wardrobe Spiked. It's a nice pattern, but again, it's not retailing for all that much, at least on PCNA. It's only about 17 to 21K. 2,000 Archival Fortunes isn't that much either, so use your best judgment. And same thing with this one. This one is Praxis Solitude Streetlight Single. There's only 3 listings on NA, but they only run about 33 to 50K. This one is a little bit better for 2,000 Archival Fortunes. The gold ratio is a little bit better, but I was really hoping to see something really good this week. We have Slayer's Druid Deck Fragment. This is one of 5 pieces of the Druid King deck for Tales of Tribute. You can find this deck fragment sometimes after defeating world bosses in Galen. I don't think they're all that difficult. We've probably all done some of the dailies in Galen anyway. You probably already have this, but if you don't, it is 3,000 Archival Fortunes this week. And finally, our last book, we have What About Glyphics? This also drops in Infinite Archive, but the eidetic memory comes from Apocrypha. So sadly, I don't see anything new with this update in any of the vendors. Maybe something will come out later, but right now, looks the same as usual. Let's see what gear is dropping when we run some Infinite Archive, though. We just finished a couple arcs of Infinite Archive, and it looks like this week we have gear dropping from Bankerai. That includes 7th Legion Brute, Spriggan's Thorns, and Vampire Lord, as well as from Murkmire, which is Brightthroat's Boast, Champion of the Hist, and Deadwater's Guile. That's going to do it for this one. We'll see you in the next one.